Hello Pisces, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay guys, so I do want to get right into your reading. This is going to be your September month, so we're going to backtrack just a few days. So it's going to be September 15th to October 15th, and it will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Now we're going to do a past, present, and future look just to see what's going on with you guys. And again, please keep in mind that this is a general reading. I've seen people in the past say, hey, this doesn't resonate at all. It doesn't mean anything to me. Don't even bother posting it, guys, because this is a reading for thousands of people. And anytime I do a reading, my intention before the reading, before, I meditate and put these cards out, is to reach to those who truly need my message. Okay, so if it doesn't resonate, you guys could always try back another month, or you can get a personal readings. Those always will, but please in regards to the it doesn't resonate comments on general readings, don't even waste your breath doing it. Okay, so let's see what's going on, guys, in regards to this reading. Now I know the last reading we did, it was a little tough. We had some tumultuous energies to get through. So let's see where you guys are at now. Do remember, I am part of this with my Pisces Moon. So I am just as curious as you are to see what's going to come out. Now, for anybody who is in the Florida area, please stay tuned to this at the end. I do have a small question for you guys. And for anyone looking to get a personal reading, at the end, I will talk about how the process works. So please listen to it completely if you do want to get a personal reading, so you just understand how everything works, okay? Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. Okay. Here's your energy. So you guys have the Ten of Pentacles. Now, this is abundance. This is you emotionally feeling like you're on top of the world. If this is within work or finances, this is a promotion. This could be a lump sum of money that comes in. This could be you guys just signing a deal or doing something that is going to bring a lot of wealth and prosperity into your life. But it involves walking away from something that wasn't working and that was toxic for you, okay? So let's hash this out, guys. Now, going into your past, the first card that you guys have is the Six of Pentacles. So this is going to be a sense of balance that you have with you and just a person or in a situation, maybe balance that you have within yourself. But this card is talking about, that equal give and take that you have in the situation. We have the Knight of Cups, okay, so that could be you guys. This is the card for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, someone who's very charismatic, somebody who is moving forward with a lot of emotion and passion, but, in a positive way. So there's something that happened in your life where you guys really found balance and you were moving forward and feeling like yourself and feeling very good. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could have been a reconciliation that you had with a person. For some of you singles, it could have been you guys getting into a relationship. And it could have been something that you were waiting on for some of you, okay? Or maybe you had to turn your back on something that didn't work, and that's why you got to this, okay? Now, the next card that you guys have for your past is the Six of Wands, okay? So with the Six of Wands, this is victory. This is you guys feeling good about a situation, feeling prideful about a situation because of a decision that was made. So it's showing that a decision that you made in the past was victory. So let's see what this is about. The Seven of Pentacles. You guys made a decision on something that you had been waiting on. You felt as if it was a victory. So a new start here that really started a new chapter for your life. Now we have the Queen of Wands here. For some of you, maybe you left behind an a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, to have a new start. For others of you, this could have been you guys really coming into a powerful position where you're kind of like in charge of something that you're very passionate about. But again, there's something that you had to leave behind in order to have this new start. Okay, there could have been a secret, because I keep seeing secrets coming out here, guys. So there could have been some sort of secret that came out that assisted you with making this decision. Okay, now we have the High Priestess. This card is for Taurus and for Cancer, I want to say. Okay, And I'm always so surprised. I really truly feel that this should be the Pisces card, because with my experience, Pisces has always been the most intuitive sign. I say this to you guys all the time. And if it wasn't for that Pisces in my charts, I really don't feel like tarot would even be an option for me. But when you guys see this card, you don't need proof. You don't need to stake out in front of anybody's house. You don't need to pay a private investigator thousands of dollars. When this card comes out, I don't care what people are telling you, but what you feel towards another person, or what they could be doing, or what they're up to, it's completely on point. Okay, so there was a time where your intuition was at a height. Okay, and you guys were just like, okay, I see what's going on. I see what you're doing. So let's see why this is here. You have the Four of Cups, which is you see something going on, so there's something that you're not accepting once you see what's going on. And you have the Ten of Cups. Alright. So you guys are in a situation here where you guys are very, very happy. There's just something you're choosing not to accept because of your intuition, something that could cause arguments about a new start that you see happening, whether it's with you or with somebody close to you, that's causing fights, that's causing arguments. So you guys are like happy in a situation, but you become aware that there could be something else going on, and you're not willing, at least at this time, to move past what it is that you feel is something that's just strongly sitting within you. Okay, in your present moment, you have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. For 99.8% of you, this is going to be you guys releasing a burden or some sort of anxiety that you were feeling. For that 0.2% of you guys, this could be a sense, well, 0.02% of you guys, this could be a sense of over anxiety that you have. But a lot of you, I just feel like there's something that you're letting go. Okay, these cards wanted to flip. We have the King of Wands in the reverse and the Hierophant. So if some of you were worried about cheating, maybe you realized that that's something that wasn't happening, in your life. If there's a sense of you being worried about somebody that could have been kind of like abusive over their authority, or somebody who's kind of like overbearing, I see you getting past that as well. Okay. But I see you guys wanting to avoid problems at all costs here, and not wanting to worry about problems, especially for some of you if it is within a marriage or something that's just very serious for you. Now, we do have the Page of Pentacles as your next card. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn communicator. Okay, but it could be you guys just building something and wanting to know about everything that's involved with this before you fully move forward and put action into whatever you're building. In regards to building, I feel like this is the best character to have, only because, you know, the downfall is that this person takes longer than any other page, but the upside to it is that they make less mistakes than any other page. So it's somebody who's really going to look at the in and outs of a situation. It's kind of like the tortoise and the hare, guys, where slow and steady will win the race in this case. So you guys are just taking your time with something. You're being smart about it. You're not going to sit here and drop all your investments into it if it doesn't make sense. Now, there's something that you're building, but with the Emperor in the reverse, somebody who's being fake and dishonest. Alright, this could be the cards for Aries and Virgo as well, so please keep that in mind. Now we have the Five of Swords in the reverse again. So it's like you guys have a feeling that there's someone being fake and dishonest in your life. Maybe it's you being fake and dishonest to somebody else, or just not being true to yourself and what it is that you truly want. But I see you guys really just wanting to avoid a lot of problems. Something about the past that you're starting to get over, and that you guys just want to build right now, but you're still kind of in that stagnant place. Now, the last card that we have for the present moment is the Lover's card. So, a very strong love connection that some of you have. Let's see why this is here. The Sun card, very beautiful. Let's pull another card, and we'll talk about what this all means. The Ten of Wands in the reverse. So, okay. Alright. So, Pisces, above the cards that I just pulled for you, and I'm sorry, I'm going to try to have a setup where you guys are able to see my cards and then you're able to see my face so we can have that duality there. But remember what I pulled for you guys in the past. A sense of you kind of being happy in a situation but being very intuitive in something that you're not able to accept. And here you have the Lover's card, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and the Sun card. So you guys really wanting to feel good in a situation, regardless of if this is a romantic love or not. It's just something that you're very closely tied to, where you want to feel good, you want to release burdens, but you still can't move past what your soul is truly feeling. So honestly, guys, I feel like it's a type of situation here where you have your doubts about a person or about, you know, a job or just anything that you're involved with, and there's something that you feel is off. And maybe the person that you're dealing with or the situation that you're in, you know, a person could do something to really make you feel like, hey, maybe it's just in my head. Maybe this is something that's not truly happening. But you guys, even though you want to be happy, I feel like you truly want to be happy down at the core, there's just something that you can't accept yet. There's just something that you can't move past. There's something that's still hanging there. Something that it's like, yo, I tried to put all the puzzle pieces together, but it's still like, help me out. Help me out, because this still doesn't make sense. So I feel like that's where you guys might be, where you really want to give a situation or a person the benefit of the doubt, but you're having a very hard time doing so. Okay, even though you truly, genuinely want to be happy, there's just that small reservation that you have. Okay, now moving forward, we have the Three of Swords, guys. Okay, so this could be heartbreak, disappointment. So maybe that's what you guys were being hesitant about. You knew something was slightly off. Nobody can shake a Pisces intuition. You guys, I don't say this to toot your horn. I'm not a person to sit here and kiss ass. I will never do that. Like, I just don't have the heart to kiss ass to anybody. But it's true. You guys are the most intuitive sign in the zodiac. So you can have somebody do, you know, 10 flips backwards trying to prove a point to you, but if you still don't feel it in your heart and your soul, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I wish I could have believed you. That was a nice stunt that you just did, but I still don't. So I don't want you guys to feel bad because of that, because it's that intuition is very heightened at this time. You're very upset because in the future there's something here that's just not working for you, or something that you guys choose, you know, not to put effort into. And you have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Now, in this case, the Queen of Swords in the reverse could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but I highly doubt it. I feel like it's just going to be you guys, where you're just very, very, very highly guarded towards the situation. And it's like you have your sword in the air. The second somebody comes at you in a way that you don't want, you're ready to cut. Okay, you're ready to slice anything that you need to out of your life. You have the Six of Swords, where you guys are moving away from somebody or something that could be truly painful for you. Alright, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So this is fighting, this is arguing, pettiness, two people who aren't listening to each other, just kind of yelling over one another. A lot of shit talking here with the Page of Wands in the reverse. And with the Hermit card, this is going to be because of a situation or just something that happened in your life where you moved past something, and it's like you went into something not fully knowing all the details, not fully knowing all the facts of it. So that's why you're upset, because it's just like, you know what, I trusted you, or I trusted the situation to go in a particular way, and I didn't get what I wanted. I'm pissed off. If it's within love, maybe it's cheating. Okay, maybe you have a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius who's involved, but with these player cards, it only comes in a fire or a water energy, which I think is a little bit unfair, but I did not create the tarot, so we have to do what we have to do. But something that could make you guys upset, okay, with that Queen of Cups in the reverse. So the last card that we have here, guys, is the Strength card. So for some of you, you could be dealing with a Leo specifically, or you just having to show, you know, resilience in the situation. You have the Page of Cups, so you speaking to someone, having to be strong. And with the Hangman in the reverse, honestly, guys, even if you're heartbroken at this point, whether it was, oops, sorry, whether it was a job or whether it was a person that you were dealing with, your soul just felt forced. Your soul was just like, look, I know you're hurt, but this wasn't meant for us anyways. Okay? So there's just something here that could really pull the strings to your heart. And how do I want to say this? I feel like it's the type of situation, like, honestly, if we're truly invested in a person or a thing and things turn wrong, yes, there could be pain, because obviously it's like, you know, I was rooting for this. But think of a situation in your life where there's someone or something that you know is not supposed to be there. Like, you know in your heart is not supposed to be there. So it's like you give it the benefit of the doubt, and then you find out some fucked up shit, and it's like, oh my god, I'm even more pissed off because I knew this wasn't supposed to be here. And here I am going through shit because of something that I knew wasn't supposed to be here. So if anything, I feel like that's something that could get you even more pissed off, because it's like, yeah, I totally knew this and I felt this. You know what? So Pisces, do not sleep on that intuition. If you feel like there's something that's off, it's because it is. Okay? Don't question yourself. Alright guys, so let's pull you an Earth Magic Oracle card. Let's see what's going on. What is the card of advice that is needed for the sign of Pisces? Okay. Okay, guys. Alright, so the card that you guys have here, you have Whale, Breach. Okay, so this is when we finally have a breakthrough with a situation that we've been dealing with. But it's like with the breakthrough that you guys have, with what it is that you realize, it's like, what the F? Okay, I'm trying to censor myself more often. But with the movement card in the reverse, it's like something comes out, something, you know, something comes to your awareness where you're not able to move past this, something that invokes a lot of passion within you that you have a hard time releasing. And at the same time, you don't feel like you know everything about a situation. You feel like there's something that's kind of holding you back. So now you guys are vigilant, you guys are focused. And it's like you can't move past this, and you can't have a new beginning until you're sure. So when I see all these cards, honestly, you guys are onto something. You just don't have the full facts of it. Now, this is really interesting. The closest person in the world to me, okay, besides my child, is a Pisces, okay? And I was having a conversation with her not too long ago, and I was telling her that a lot of people will underestimate a Pisces because in most cases, and this old, you know, this isn't with every single Pisces, especially like in regards to men, because I know just any sign with females and males, we're going to react differently, okay? But a lot of the times people will look at the sign of Pisces and say they're emotional, they're weak, they're, you know, they're very quiet, and they don't really speak out like that. And it's not a weakness, it's just that Pisces, you guys are so much more evolved and so much more intuitive that as opposed to just running into war and fighting senselessly, you're really going to try to understand a situation. And it's not that you're, you know, that you're not fighting for yourself or anything like that. It's just the fact that I'm not going to speak until I'm truly sure what the hell I'm talking about. And that's a smart thing. And I wish every single person on this planet was like that, where it's like, you know what? Why don't you shut up until you know what the hell you're talking about? And that is such a Pisces trait. You guys stay quiet until you, like, you truly feel you know what you're talking about. So with Pisces, if there's something that's coming to your attention right now, or something that is coming out right now, I don't feel that you know, it's the first time that you've been made aware of the situation. I feel like there's something that you've been feeling that's been ticking inside of you for a while, and this is the first time you're seeing some sort of confirmation that, oh shit, I wasn't crazy, I was right. I saw this for what it was. So what is it, guys? Something that you have been feeling for a while, and finally you have some confirmation as to what you've been feeling. But you're not in a place that you're 100% ready to let go, because there's more things that need to come out here. Okay? That's truly what I'm seeing. Whatever this is, guys, your vision is blurred. You guys are holding your breath with something. I'm saying this out of love. That Pisces, you know what this is. You guys know what this is. But for a lot of you, you don't want to swallow that pill of truth. You don't want to believe that it is what it is. I don't do this usually, but I'm going to pull you guys 3 cards of advice for what to do in your situation. Okay. Because I think that that's one of the biggest mind fucks in life, when you're completely aware of a situation of what it is that you're dealing with and what it is that you're involved with, but there's just a matter of having to act, and that sense of fear of shit, what's going to happen once I act on what it is that I already know. Okay. And I try telling people, I'm like, guys, you can try to verbally lie to a Pisces, or you can try to not be 100% upfront with a Pisces, but a Pisces is going to know. So guys, in regards to your advice, we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Something that is just too unstable, that's making you unhappy, that you have to cut the hell out of your life. Something that comes out where you realize something may not be successful. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Here, in the upright, this is all illusion. This is not knowing. This is, oh shit, what path do I take? In the reverse, everything falls out of these cups. It's all on the table. So it's like, oh, I thought that, you know, was going to go and take me this way, but now I see that this is what this is. Alright, so you guys are realizing that something here is not going to build. There's a certain point in your life that you can't go past with a person or with a situation. That is unconventional, something that you have to fall out of. Alright. So for a majority of you, there's just something that has to be let go of. And Pisces, I say this with so much love. Okay, because if it wasn't for the Pisces in me, I couldn't do what I do for a living. But there's something that you guys know and that you are aware of. And in some cases, people could look at that, you know, or maybe we could look at that as kind of like a curse, where it's like, oh my God, I'm so happy that I have this incredible intuition, but it sucks when things that I don't want to realize, or that I don't want to be true, I realize that it is true. Okay, so it's a blessing and a curse, Pisces. But I want you to know that it's more of a blessing than anything else. Because when we realize that something in our life is trash, when we realize that there's something in our life that is just not working, it's better to have that intuition and to know and to rip off that Band-Aid. And Band-Aids are so disposable, and you can go to Walmart and buy yourself thousands and thousands and thousands of packages of Band-Aids and have them forever. But once you rip off that Band-Aid, you realize, I can get past this. Let me not prolong my pain. Because if I keep trying to deny this to myself, I'm going to be in pain for another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Okay, but if I see this for what it is, and I cut out what isn't working, I can begin my healing process right now. Okay, so I want you guys to look at it like that. So yes, this is a situation where you might not want to, again, swallow that pill of truth. But my loves, you have the truth. You know what it is. Your intuition is telling you what this is, and it's something that is not, you know, it's just not going to expand past the point where it's at. So at this point, honestly, y'all have to act in the way that you find best for you. So you guys, you know, you could have gone about this in a gentle way, but you're at the point where I don't feel like gentle, rough, anything like that is an option. I feel like you have to make moves and you have to stand up for yourself. All right. And I know that we can't judge a whole group of people by their sign, so I'm not going to say that every Pisces is the same. From my personal observation of Pisces, you guys try to avoid big issues. So if that's what you want to do in this case, I say leave gracefully, leave quietly, and there is nothing louder than that silent walk away that you could have, you know, with the person or with the situation. So it's up to y'all. Y'all know what the truth is. It's up to you when you're ready to move past it. Okay. Now, I love y'all. I'm going to be back for your October readings next. Okay. Now, if you guys, you know, like I said, this is a general reading. So if you guys want to make sure, you know, this resonates with you, please get a personal reading. But before I get into how to get a reading, for anyone who is in Florida, I personally right now am in Hillsborough County, near the Tampa area. So if you guys are around this area, please let me know if you'd be interested in face-to-face readings, because it's something I'm looking into doing. I just want to make sure that there is a niche for that, okay? But for those who do want personal readings, you can go on my website, it's highvibrationswithliz.com, and please fully hear me out before purchasing a reading, because I want everyone to always know what to expect. So if you guys do decide to get a reading, the standard wait time right now is anywhere from 3 to 4 full weeks. Now, if you guys cannot wait that time, if you do need something much quicker than that, please get an emergency reading. You'll get it anywhere, you know, about like 2 days you'll get it. And I do have another option on my website, which is called a quick question. It works kind of like an emergency reading, but it's only $10, so you guys can ask anything that you want, and I will send you a video just like this, anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes with the response. Now, when you guys go to book something on my page, you will get a calendar that pops up where you can select a date and a time. Unfortunately, I'm not able to take that out. The platform that I use only allows me to use that option when it comes to people booking readings. So when you guys see that, select any day, select any time, but please know that it's not something I look at. It means absolutely nothing to me. If you get a standard reading, 3 to 4 week wait. If you get a quick question or the emergency reading, who is calling me? Sorry, Mom, I'll call you later. But if it's any of those emergency options, anything that's quick, like I said, give me anywhere from 2 to 3 days. Guys, if it is during the weekend, like right now, I usually don't work as much. I probably get like maybe 4 to 5 hours worth of work in during the weekend, because I'm spending time with family and all that. So if you order anything from Friday to Sunday, give me at least till Tuesday, okay, to get it to you, because I do have people who will email me like the minute after, 48 hours, and they'll say, hey, where is it? And I'll be just like waking up, getting ready to do it. Okay, guys? So just give me that extra day. Understand that I do deal with a lot of people, and I try to get things out as fast as possible, as humanly as possible. But I am just one person, and I'm literally helping thousands of people on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. So just be patient with me. Now, if you guys do have iPhone, the quickest way to hear from me is to download the app called Instant Go. Okay, so you can ask me any question on there, and based on how many questions you ask me with the chat that you'll have, I will send you an invoice. Okay, if there is, how do I say this? Just depending on how many questions you guys ask me, I'll send you an invoice, $10 per question, and I will respond to you in text. Now, it is the quickest option, and you'll get a very, very direct answer. But with the questions on my website, it is a little bit more detailed. But again, this is faster. You still get the answer that you want or that you needed. And, it works that way. So I just wanted you guys to know the differences between the two. Okay, but on that Instago app, they do clock me on how long it takes for me to respond to people. So that's why it's always like the first thing I go to, because I never want that response time to be too long. So with that, you will hear from me probably within the day. So just so you guys know that, all right? So Pisces, keep in mind your power. Keep in mind how intuitive you guys are. And if you ever feel something so strongly, even if you can't prove it, don't feel like you're crazy. That is your intuition. That is your God-given gift. All right? So enjoy that and use it to your benefit. I love y'all. Take care.